Now for my example, I did this before where I blended by adding animations instead of inserting overwriting. So you've got a choice here. You can do this either way you'd like. You can import these animations, or you can timescale them on top of other animations. I'm gonna, for my example, go ahead and import them and make some new animations and make a Beastmaster with 4 attack animations, Furbolg and Beastmaster both. If you didn't want to do that, it's very simple to delete existing animations. I can show you that probably at the end of this video. Here I'm going to do motion from all because we basically want all of these shape datas. Now when you click motion from all, it tries to do some stuff for you. For example, in here, bone head, it's already picked out the head corresponds to the Beastmaster's head, so that one's done for us. A lot of these other ones don't work because these models are too different, but we can do them manually, so we can make this work. In order to do this, first thing to note, some of these, there is nothing selected on this option, like the guts here. The Beastmaster has no guts. You don't have to bother to put these do not import. If you don't select anything, it just deletes the bone anyway. So a lot of these Furbolg bones that are extra that we don't need, they'll be ignored unless we explicitly try to use them. Something else to note about the way models are built. Some models use bones and helpers both. All the motion is in the helpers, all the bones are layered on top of the helpers and are used to move around the model shapes. In the Furbolg, all of the bones don't move. If I took these bones and I transferred their motion data, their information, into the Beastmaster would sit still and be buggy and do nothing. Because, in the case of the Furbolg, the animation is all in the helper nodes instead of the bone nodes. This happens a lot. You can expect that you're seeing it if you see a lot of bones that are parenting to helpers with about the same name, or if the bones all are unnamed, something like mesh, object, mesh, and all the helpers are named things like head, arm left, arm right, stuff like that. So for this situation, we see all of the bones are basically useless to us. So we can ignore everything that says bone on the left side of the screen here, and we go to the helpers. Now spine low, I notice here spine low has no parent, so regardless of what they named it, it's essentially like a root. It's sort of the core of the Beastmaster. So we could take spine low. When I first did this, when I was practicing before this video, I chose to attach spine low to root because I figure its spine is attached to nothing. It sort of corresponds to the center of the model because the rest of the entire motion structure is probably relative to this spine bone. So I put that on the root because the root is the center of the structure of the Beastmaster. The waist here, I figure the waist and the pelvis are about the same, so those seem like a pretty good match. The chest over here, the chest of the Furbolg is going to be about his center, probably about the center of the Beastmaster. So what we're seeing in the center, again, the center column is Beastmaster. What we see on the left is Furbolg, and I am picking out Furbolg to Beastmaster matches. Making these matches is telling the program how it's going to move shape data and how things move, so this is incredibly important. The neck, I think I'm just going to skip the neck. The Beastmaster doesn't really have a neck node. Put the head onto the head. The upper arm left, right? So here we've got up arm L on the left as a helper in the Furbolg. So the Beastmaster, he's got arm 1 L, right? So those sort of match. Arm 1 is typically the upper part, arm 2 is the lower part, hand is the other part. You'll see a lot of models, this is done for you by the program because it picks out the same words. And arm 1 L appears in both. The reason we have to do what we're doing is because Blizzard threw us off by naming the Furbolg ones things like up arm L instead of arm 1 L. So we're picking out things that go together. Forearm is really arm 2 L, you can see there. And as you can see on the right, because arm 1 L is reading data from up arm L, as I just picked, it has disappeared off of this list. So the program won't let you make a choice to write 2 different nodes into one Beastmaster node because it knows that that can't be done. The program has no function to do that. So a lot of these things are being done for us, even though this is a lot of words all over the screen. Right here, now I've just picked hand, the hand of the Furbolg. So now his left fist is going to move with the Beastmaster's left fist. Same with the right arm. Up arm R goes with arm 1. Forearm R goes with arm 2. And hand R goes with hand R in the Beastmaster. As I'm doing this, these other nodes, we see thigh L in the Furbolg. Thigh L corresponds sort of it sounds like, you know, an upper leg kind of thing. So I would probably put it with the Beastmaster's leg 1. Calf L, I can put it with the Beastmaster's leg 2, and foot L I can put with the Beastmaster's foot. Now, the Beastmaster is not as complicated in motion data, so we have no place to put the toe or knee data from the Furbolg. That's okay. A lot of times if you just ignore it and leave it out, because the rest of the motion is brought in, the Beastmaster will probably look okay. Then we have thigh R. We can put it on leg R. Calf, leg 2R, and the foot can be on the foot. At this point, we have probably told the program enough information to associate the motion data of the Beastmaster and the furball, and quite likely things are going to work. But it's always good to check out last couple things like visibility before we're done. After we've spent all this time picking the connections, we don't want to mess up our animation by not setting up the last few things. So one of the other things, we got the geosets here. Some of these we probably don't want in the furball. If you recall, when we saw the Beastmaster, he's got this glowing yellow stuff on his axe from one of his spell animations. We don't want that to show up in any of the furball animations, and we need to tell the program that. So if you mouse over the different geosets here, you can see they light up in green, which is which. Number 1 is the Beastmaster's body. Number 2 is a different part of the Beastmaster's body. 3 is also Beast. So all of those, we want to see all of those in the furball animations. They should just stay visible. For these big squares, if you look and really you can see it takes a little bit of intuition to see it, but they are the hero glow on the axes. So that's the hero because it's on both. 5 is the one of these yellow glows over here. So 5 is something we don't want. We're starting to see what we're looking for. 6 is the same, so 5 and 6 are probably both glows that we don't want. 7 is hero glow, again covering the entire body, represented by a square that the glow picture is drawn on. So in this case, I would say all these Beastmaster things should all be visible, and 5 and 6 should probably be not visible. So I'm picking not visible. Note that I'm picking not visible in the imported animations section, so they're going to be not visible in the new animations from the furball. Yeah, so both of these will not be visible. Yellow glows will not show up. Also, these particles down here, I ran into this before and I missed it because I didn't think of this first time around. But I can tell you from experience that these 2 particles are more of the spell effects for the Beastmaster. We don't want them to show up in these animations that are imported in either. So we'll put not visible here as well. Now, I'm going to click finish and I'm going to make this go, but I'll tell you, having already done this once, even with everything I just did, this model will not actually work yet. So we're going to, it's sort of a drafting process to make something and then make it better. So I'm going to open that up right now. Warcraft III model editor, open, Beastmaster furball animations. Here he is. Watch this. I'm telling you, attack spell. It looks so almost good, right? He's doing the furball arm thing. He's doing the furball, sort of that swap thing. But his legs are just going all over, right? So there's a simple fix for this. His legs look good in his attack animation that's from the Beastmaster. Import from the original Beastmaster. Again, leaving all shape data. I'm going to come back in here with the motion nodes, and I'm going to say root, pelvis, leg, 1, 2, foot, leg, 1, 2, foot, right. So left and right both. If I just import this little cluster, this is going to be the legs of the Beastmaster. Now we've got it to where I'm going to hit leave all, leave the animations, and take the Beastmaster's attack animation and overwrite the data I'm bringing in into the attack upgrade and attack spell animations that I just created. But I've told the program only to bring in leg data. So what this is saying is overwrite his legs during those animations. So we're going to change the way the Beastmaster's legs move in those new animations we made. But his arms are still going to move the same. So he's still going to do the furball arm clappy thing, but I've changed the rest. Now from that, I'm going to hit finish. Animation controller, attack spell. Now you can see we've got a Beastmaster who's doing a clap like a furball and a smack like a furball, and we have created furball animating Beastmaster. Congratulations. Hopefully from this tutorial you learned all the things you need to know about making some awesome Warcraft animation.